welcome to the stream. How's everyone been doing? It's been a day or two since the last stream. Hello, who this? Hello, is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Nym. This is Nym. Okay, chat. It's time for another round of Great Ace Attorney because I'm very motivated. I'm very determined to finish this freaking game. I will not. No, I'm not gonna say this. I was about to say I will not retire until I finish the game, but that might bite me back. I'm kidding. I will finish the game. Maybe. We'll see. It takes me so long to stream this game. I don't think we're even halfway in the last case, but it's part of the grind. Visual novels, am I right? It's so the thing is, I like visual novels a lot. I do. Visual novels, one of my favorite things to play, but they're not good streaming games, you know. Visual novels, they're not too good of a streaming game because it's not too interactive, and it's a lot of reading. It's a lot of dialogue reading, so it does tire you out a lot. And I don't know how interested you know how people are with their short-term attention spans. You know how people are nowadays with their short-term attention, but you can do the voices, which is why I like visual novels and reading and streaming visual novels, because I like to do the voices. There is a decent audience for audiobook, but I feel like my voice is not good enough for, like, I feel like my voice is not pleasant enough for an audiobook either. There are some people who read on stream over on Twitch too. They do like story time reading type of streams, like Candace used to because he doesn't stream, but Candace, when he did stream, he wanted to focus on story time streaming. But like, I don't think my voice is relaxing enough for like an audiobook story time reading. I would listen to a Nym audiobook. Yeah, I can read you guys Dr. Seuss. I can read you a bedtime story. We should. I don't know how does it work though for like reading streams, because there is the concern of copyrights, and I don't know, is it okay to read books on stream? Will you get copyrighted for that? Will you get striked because you shared, like, I don't know what the legalities of reading books on stream are. Like, can you do it if you don't show the book, or like how does it? I guess if you're not too much of a big YouTuber or VTuber or streamer, it doesn't really matter. I doubt they can find you. But yeah, I don't know. It's the same thing with like watching stuff. There are some fanfics, yeah. There are, I guess, fanfics and readily available books you can made by Nym and fans. Oh right, my beautiful fanfics. My wonderful fanfics. They're amazing. That's true. There are like, it reminds me of like people who watch like anime on stream, right? Like sometimes they can be strict with those types of streams where you watch stuff together. But then a lot of Twitch streamers do like react streams where they just watch stuff with chat. So it might, I don't know. I mean, XQC does that. Yeah, but I feel like with visual novels and visual novel games, story-based games, you have to closely follow each stream, because like, what if you miss one stream and then you're now lost in the story? That's the difficult part about streaming visual novel type games. I feel like they're not good for streaming, because if you just, the good thing about like games that sometimes you just like drop off and then go back and you still understand the gist of it. But like for visual novel games, you have to kind of follow it, or else like you won't understand the story. I started Death Note from the last volume, so I don't mind. Why would you start Death Note from the last volume? What is the story behind this? Hello? Hello? What is the story with you deciding that, yes, I will read the last volume of Death Note before reading everything else? We listened to you read voicemail 40 times, Nym. That's different. That's different. Exactly. You can click off stream and go back, and I'd still be reading voicemail. My library only has that for some reason. Oh, sometimes I would actually skip ahead. Sometimes it happens that I read ahead. like sometimes there's certain manga chapters that for some reason I skip. I don't remember. It's been a while. I haven't really done that in a while. I guess I'm curious what happens. I'm a huge spoiler person. I like to spoil myself. I like to read ahead. I like to know what happened. Like sometimes if I like a book or a series, I would like research and read Reddit. Like, what's happening in the current chapter? Even though I'm still in like chapter 5. Even though I'm in chapter 5, sometimes I'm like, what's going on in the current chapter? Oh, this character dies. It could, like, sometimes it doesn't. I think, to be honest, I do feel like it does change the experience of like learning something for the first time. But also, it also makes me more excited when I read spoilers. I'm like, oh, this is going to happen in like 10 chapters further. It makes me want to read the chapters in between more, because I'm like, oh, how did that happen? How did this character die? I wonder. And then it makes me more excited to read ahead. But also, it might have been, I feel like the experience is a little bit different since I know what's going to happen. Why do I do this? I always spoil myself. But like, it's the journey. It's the journey, chat. It's the journey. It's the journey we made to get to the end. Also, what I've been doing before I started stream, I was checking YouTube and I searched VTuber graduation stream because I don't know what people do in graduation streams. I'm planning to do my graduation on November 30, exactly the last day of November at night. But like, I don't know what people do in graduation streams. So I tried watching, like, not really watching, but like browsing through other people's graduation streams. I'm like, what does one do in a stream? Retire on 32nd November. We have to talk about it, chat. It's inevitable. It's a canon event. It's our canon event. You can't change fate. It's been decided. But yeah, I don't know, but I think I've kind of figured it out a little. I am going to
I'll probably open a channel on Discord for you guys to maybe place, I don't know, place like messages or like pictures or whatever. I don't know. But I might, I don't know. I just want to talk to you guys. I'm like, what do I want to do in graduation stream? I just want to talk to you guys. I don't think you should use a cannon. Dangerous. It is a very dangerous. You can blow someone's head off with a cannon. Okay. I've decided that we're going to visit my Animal Crossing island on the last day because I've teased this for the longest time that my very reason for starting streaming was to flex the Animal Crossing island that I've never like shown as a VTuber. I played Animal Crossing as a no face cam streamer where it was just my voice and I would just play to my friends. But like as a VTuber, I never played Animal Crossing. Even though my whole reason for actually wanting to stream was because of that game. Was because I wanted to show people what my island looked like. So it's gonna be like a full circle moment showing everyone my island. I had to fix it up a little. I'm not even done fixing it up. I'm not done fixing it up, chat. It's been I took a break of 3 years of Animal Crossing. The whole time I was streaming as a VTuber, I was active as a VTuber, I had not touched that game. So when I came back to playing Animal Crossing recently, so I can prepare to show everyone my island, my villager was like, "Oh, Nym, I haven't seen you for 3 years." My poor villager, they're traumatized. I've traumatized the villagers. Imagine I'm essentially like God on that island, chat. I'm essentially the God of that island. I fix up the territory. I make rivers. I make cliffs. I decorate the island. I make all the rules. I make the island tunes and all that. I am God on that island, and I left them for 3 years. They have not had blessings for 3 years. The poor creatures. But I'm excited to show everyone. That's gonna be probably on the graduation stream. What else? I want to make a PowerPoint, but I don't know. But I think I might make a PowerPoint about like how to be a VTuber or like advice on my 3 years as a VTuber. Or something like that. I might make a PowerPoint about a totally stupid topic, like, I don't know, fan fiction or whatever. Maybe I'll make a PowerPoint. I like PowerPoints. I will have a TED Talk. Imagine every viewer's become the next Kizunai. I will give a free rundown of how to be a VTuber. Maybe I should I'll do a PowerPoint. I don't know what though. I don't know what about, but there will be a PowerPoint. It'll probably be, I want it to, actually no, if I teach people how to be a VTuber, it's gonna be too much of a serious topic. I want it to be a dumb topic. I want it to be like a dumb topic, so I'll think of something. I don't know. And what else? Maybe I won't open the Discord channel because maybe like I'll just ask people on chat now if you guys have any like last questions or things you want me to talk about, like ask me stuff. Q&A with Nym. I think you can just, I think it's fine to submit. But then it's nice to streamline everything. Okay, you know what? I'll put it on the Discord then. I'll open a channel for Q&A, last Q&A. Sounds like a plan. Any topic can be dumb enough. True. I can make it dumb. Maybe I'll just talk about all my... maybe I'll just talk about Ace Attorney and how much it changed my life. Did you know that when I played Ace Attorney when I was in school back in the day, I was like teenage years, I played Ace Attorney and I was like, oh my god, I want to be a lawyer. And then I realized that lawyering was not the same as Ace Attorney lawyering. I was like, ooh, I want to solve murders. And then I realized, wait, that's not what lawyers do. That's not actually what lawyers do. So I decided, and after that, I said, you know what? I don't want to be a lawyer. And I told my parents, like flat out, I told my parents, I want to be in forensics. And my parents looked at me and like, what is this girl saying? What is this girl saying? She wants to be like, I want to be like, yeah, I told them I wanted to be like a detective. Either I wanted to be a detective or I wanted to work in forensics. And they're like, so you want to study criminology? What's wrong? It's like, huh? Are you sure? That, like, you do realize that you have to join the police. And I don't know if you can do it. Like, you're so frail and flimsy. I don't know, them lawyers don't usually cross-examine a parent. I thought that's what real law was like. And then I decided, you're right, mom and dad. I don't have what it takes to be in law enforcement. Which is why I was like, maybe I should just be like a forensic scientist. Is that a thing? Is that something I can do? And they're like, oh, I don't know, you're not like, I don't think they believed in my STEM capacity. They're like, you're more of the creative type.
You're more of the creative type. I don't know about your STEM capabilities. Are you okay with like science, technology, maths, and all that? Because you seem like you're like the literature kid growing up. You excelled in English and literature and creative hobbies. I don't know. There's a dumb quote that says any choice is right as long as it's willed. Yeah, part-time cafe owner, part-time detective. Now, what if I solved crimes that happened in my cafe? Why are there multiple crimes happening in my cafe? I don't know. I had like this addiction to detective stories. That's why I was super into detective stories. I wouldn't know. I just like murder mysteries. It's my one. It's my favorite, and I wanted to be. I thought back then I can be a detective. but real detectives are not Sherlock Holmes types. I realized that there weren't such things as locked room murders here. They're not. I thought that most murders were fun and stuff, but no. You mean Sherlock Holmes? Yes. Speaking of Sherlock Holmes, chat. Hold on, let me turn on the game audio. Okay. Speaking of Sherlock Holmes, we are back with another installment. Here we go. You thought I would never start the game. Let me just drink some water. Yeah, we're back in jail! The unspeakable story. Part 4. Yes. We are now allowed to investigate the crime scene because finally I'm official. I am officially defending Gina. That was the last part of the last street. Baker Street, baby. Is there a baker on Baker Street? Imagine if you had a bakery on Baker Street. Baker Street Bakery. Where the street where bakers bake. What am I saying? Probably. It would be a good place to put up a bakery. I would put up a bakery on Baker Street. I wouldn't even put any name on it. It's just Baker Street. Because it just practically names itself. Nice clocks. It is a lot of nice clocks. Okay, we're back in the scene. Here we are again at the scene of the crime. Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face and see what he makes of them. Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please? Yeah, imagine not having a bakery on that street. What a waste. What is it now? You should go home and get some rest. Oh wait, I made you American. You're American now. Here you are, Gregsy. Here are the representation paper. I don't know what my accent is anymore. Oh no, I have to warm up. Your ladyship. Wow! I don't believe it. How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragabash to sign that? I don't know what voice I gave you. I salute you. That is good work, that is. I don't know what. Wait, do a Scottish accent? I know. All my British accent is barely British. Imagine breaking that down. There was a time I wanted to like learn how to do the Georgian accent, right? Because I just like listening to it. Oh, okay. I can't even do Cockney and whatever. I don't know. My British is barely my British accent is barely legit. It's not. I don't know. I can see you're very busy here as well. How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue. Ah, lovely. Well, let's see now. Yes, I hardly feel tired at all. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship. I don't know what voice I gave you. Oh, it's me. Would it be all right if we investigated the scene of the crime then? Do as you please. You know where it happened, through that door behind the counter. Okay, yeah, let's go in the door. Yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windyback and Gina. Right, well, I'll be getting back to business then. Will you be investigating the storeroom as well, Inspector? If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend too much time on it. But there are so many articles to go through, it's taking forever, even with the lads working round the clock. Which is a problem, because there's another case the yard needs to investigate urgently. That must be what Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters before. So what I'm saying is, don't get... Is that what voice did I give you? I don't know, Gregson. Don't get under my feet, sunshine. Okay, I don't... your voice just changes. Come then, let us not waste any time. Many fish and chips were harmed in this game. They don't seem to like fish and chips. Now we can examine this torn thing. Because that was... We didn't get to investigate that. What? Was that... Was this torn piece of paper not there the whole time? I guess we have to go through the door. Okay, to the door. Okay, never mind. I guess I have to move.
Instructions from the yard are to examine every article in the shop and every ledger and book of accounts. Why did I give you this voice?
Every article? But that's a ridiculous amount of work, surely. We've been hard at it ever since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're sifting through it all in shifts at least, but still. We'll be working through the night, that's for sure. And even then, we'll barely have scratched the surface. A crime scene and pawnbrokers. It must be every policeman's worst nightmare. It's every couple's worst nightmare, you know, a crime in the pawnbrokers. Okay, well, I don't want to talk to the police people. They're just NPCs. We don't need them. How do we get to the... Oh. Oh. Justice. Oh, it's not a move option? It's not a move option. Okay, we have to examine stuff. Should I... We talk to him. We talk to him. How do I get through the door? Ah, okay. There we go.
Behind that door. It's a storeroom, isn't it? That's what Grexy said.
Oh, I think I gave her a more cutesy voice. I've forgotten all my voice acting. Hello, Manchilo! Welcome, Gregson became Mr. Worldwide with how many accents he got. Yes, and that's where I saw that dreadful scene last night. Through the little window in the door. Ooh, that's a clean shot, chat. Right in the shoulder. Mr. Windybank face down on the floor with Gina beside him. As the accused legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo. We must make a thorough investigation. Yes, of course, and we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. If there are clues in there, I'll find them. I can't do the...
Why can't I? Today is not my day. Today I can't be British.
I'll find them.
I can't today. Can we go to the door? What is happening? Is it not a move? Should we? Okay, fine. I'll examine everything. We'll examine everything here. Welcome, y'all. It's only 7-ish minutes into the game, so you shouldn't miss out much. Except for the part that, for some reason, I cannot get in character for any of these people. I can't get into character for any of these people.
That's a music box. Do you have
Do you have them where you come from, Runo? Yes, but I've never seen one as large as this in Japan.
Oh, well, this will be a treat. Shall we have a listen?
We already listened to this, didn't we?
What do you think? Isn't it a pretty sound?
It's a beautiful sound, yes, but it's a little hard to enjoy when all the policemen in the room are giving you fierce looks.
Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Grexy to have a word.
Iris Wilson, Superintendent of Scotland Yard. I guess we have to go over all this. This is that strange contraption that lets you see pictures of things as if they're right in front of your eyes. Makes you think. When Mr. Sholmes gleefully showed it to us yesterday, tonight is not my night, we were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen. She's already power tripping. That's what happens when you give a child this much power. I guess we talk to the police guy. This officer has been staring intently at the wall since before we came in here. Shh, keep it down. Oh, sorry. There's a major clue just there.
Really? Then we must tell Grexy at once.
But as soon as I report it, that'll be it. I'll be stuck here even longer. Stuck here? What do you mean?
I haven't been home in 2 days already. I need another constable to really give me and take over my shift.
They really do have a tough time, the British police. Do they really, chat? Anyone from the land of tea and crumpets and fish and chips? How are your police holding up?
That doesn't stop us from investigating though, doesn't it?
No, I suppose not. I'm fairly sure it was the calendar he was peering at. Oh my god, I didn't look at that! I didn't see this. Ah, look there. Oh wait, is that the gunshot is that the one that hit Sholmes? Ah yes, a bullet hole, and I can see the bullet is still lodged in the wall. Presumably, Mr. Windyback wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time. Hello, Fido! You made it! We have one member of Europe here. It's not the time where the Europeans are asleep and I just disappear. Is this why I can't do a freaking British accent anymore tonight? It's because the Europeans are here.
Well... Mr. Sholmes likes to practice it in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that.
Sorry?
It's all there in The Adventure of Sherlock Sholmes, you know. Isn't that right, Iris? Ah, did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps. In jest? Well, he doesn't do it often. It's quite a dangerous pastime.
He doesn't do it often. He shouldn't even do it once.
Forget that for now, Runo. Let's examine this bullet.
Okay, let me look at that bullet. What's that around the bullet hole? Is it blood? A suspicious red stain on the calendar. But if this was the bullet that hit Sholmes, why would the blood be there? Right? That doesn't make sense. He wasn't anywhere near the calendar. Was he near the calendar? He could have been near the calendar, actually. The police here are okay, I guess. Good. Well, at least they're okay. They're not having a hard time.
Aha! I may well be able to help with that.
What?
There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Runo?
I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris.
I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. There you have it, you see? When it comes to blood, we're all different types.
Yes, what a scientific observation.
So you need this.
Oh no, what is that scary looking thing?
Hurley and I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does.
Why is she pointing the gun at me, chat? It's probably one of those things that check DNA, but why she's pointing this gun at me? Watch! Oh! Should a child be tampering with evidence? Why is it green?
Oh, the color of the bloodstain has changed. Dad, does it make sense now?
Yes, I think I'm starting to understand.
Good. It works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see. Yes, how wonderful! The chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color. So you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at. In a flash. Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris! Isn't it? I bet Ginny would say it's bleeding great!
So, whose blood are we looking at then? Yeah, whose blood are we what does green mean?
Well, all the chemicals does is turn the blood a different color, so... Just find someone whose blood turns the same color, and you'll know who it belongs to in a flash!
That means we have stabbed someone. Yeah! It's more like 2 flashes, really, isn't it?
1 flash or 2, this could well turn out to be a very valuable clue. So we must make a note of it in the court record.
Blood samples be entered in the court. Iris just tampered with evidence, chat. Hello, person, give me your blood. Called see Dracula. I want to examine your blood. Blah, blah, blah. Finally, the katana has found its role. This is why we have the katana.
Let's keep testing and adding the results of any other blood analysis to the portfolio. As long as I have the reagent left, sure.
Okay, well, we've done this. Have we looked through this? I'm fairly sure this contraption was here yesterday as well. Here we are, though I'm not confident I can get it closed again.
Oh yes, that's a folding stereoscope.
Really, this is a stereoscope. Mr. Sholmes showed us a picture yesterday that you were supposed to be able to see in 3 dimensions. But for that, he used a great big contraption over there.
Oh, well, that's for use in public houses and places like that. It contains a carousel with all sorts of pictures inside. But this little thing is a much simpler design for use at home. There are special shops selling prints you can use in them. I have a little collection myself.
I wonder if I could make money out of these in Japan. It would beat keeping my toilet sparkling clean anyway. Well, I don't think I'm getting anything except for the... Should I look through here? Like, I don't think I'm gonna...
These shelves are where the pawnbroker puts articles that have been forfeited on display for customers to buy.
Yes, it's a really strange miscellany, isn't it? I mean, who would buy this horse statue, for example?
Well, sometimes you can find some real treasures among all the junk, you know. Are you alright, Luno?
Oh, it's just, well, it looks like a collection of useless junk as a whole, but when you pick out individual things, you can't help wishing you owned them, even that horse statue.
That's exactly how the pawnbroker works. They're very clever.
I'm not getting anything, chat. Can I go in the room now? Is there a way I can... Maybe I have to look through the desk. Oh, we have to look through the desk! Okay, that's why. There's the article ledger here and Mr. Windyback's notes, and what's this? It looks as though someone has left a little photographic print behind. Where have we seen this before? We have that, right?
Oh, look at the back. There's some writing. Is there? Oh, show us, Susie. Show us.
Ooh, their blood! The blood! 15 February, 10:30.
15th February, 10:30 p.m. Article deposited. 1 gentleman's overcoat.
Loan amount paid £1. The loan amount was just 1 measly pound? Just maybe back in the day, £1 was pretty expensive.
Redemption deadline 15th April, 10:30 p.m.
A gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1. Clearly, it was a very fine coat. In fact, I think...
Yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday.
Just £1! And is still wearing, which belongs to McGilded. I would never have expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photograph, though.
It seems Mr. Windybank just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have to hand.
Haven't we seen this before? But this photograph of a cat, it looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere else recently. We have! I swear where was it?
Oh, yes, you're right. Very recently. It's the same one Ginny gave us earlier.
Oh, right! Right, she did! Of course, I was forgetting that she gave us that print.
Well, what are you waiting for then, Mr. Naruhodo? Get it out!
All right. Let the cogs turn. Oh no, chat, are we playing Spot the Difference? They're exactly the same.
Yes, they're exactly the same.
Wasn't there a good boy to Windybanks? Yeah, where's the doggo? We'll check it out later, Fido. I will not rest until we find the good boy picture. Well, if the one on the counter was used as a redemption ticket, perhaps the other photograph that Gina gave us has something written at the back, too. Did we not check it? We should check it, actually.
Hee, I've got it. These two photographs hide an amazing secret.
A secret? What does she mean?
You must tell us, Iris, at once. Do you really want to know?
Yes, we need you to tell us all you know about this pair of photographs. I don't think she's gonna tell us, chat. Wait a minute, let's check the photograph. Oh yeah, it is! It's the same... Oh, 10 shillings! Why is it different? Look on the back of this print here, there's something written on it.
13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited 1 small box.
Oh no, this is a different thing.
Loan amount paid 10 shillings. Redemption deadline 13th of April, 9 p.m.
So this photographic print is a redemption ticket.
For an article that was deposited 2 days prior to the incident on the omnibus, it would seem.
Yes, a small box that doesn't tell us much about it, does it?
Perhaps it contains some valuable mementos. I can't help wondering. Presumably, Mr. McGilda never redeemed the article in question, since he still had the ticket. So isn't it possible that the box is still present somewhere in the shop?
Ha, yes! If it's something McGilda deposited, we need to investigate. Okay, we gotta look. And then I guess we talk to Iris. Pair of photographs. So Iris, about these two photographic prints. The one we found... I just realized, chat, something. Mr. Windybank has a photo of a dog. You don't put a photo of just any dog on your desk. It must be his dog. Is the dog orphaned? Did the dog just become an orphan? No, the poor... Where is this good boy? Where is the good boy? I will adopt it this instant. This instant. Give him to me. I will adopt him. He shall not be orphan no longer. I will not rest until this orphan dog has a parent that loves him and he has a good home. Unless Windybank has like family members. Maybe it's the Hound of Baskerville. Nah, that's a cute little good boy. He would never hurt anyone. The one we found here on Mr. Windybank's counter and the one Gina gave us before. What's this amazing secret you mentioned that's hidden between these two identical prints?
Actually, that's not quite right.
Sorry. It's not identical, chat!
If you look carefully, the two prints aren't the same. Not exactly.
They're not!
Have another look at them now.
Well, the cat seems to be facing a different direction, or is it just me?
Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other?
I think so. It's very subtle though, right? The cat is facing 2 different directions.
But what's the reason for the subtle difference between the 2 prints? Oh, well, it's because they're set, you see.
No, I don't.
This pair of photographs is meant to be used in a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment.
Ah, a stereoscope. Why do I feel as though I've heard that word before recently?
Oh yes, that's what Mr. Sholmes showed us yesterday.
So should we put the photograph in the thing?
You see, there it is, just over there.
Ah, yes, of course, that magical machine that makes pictures look almost real enough to touch. It's the 3D stereoscope thingy, majiggy.
Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures even without one of those contraptions.
What? Really?
Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place? No, I have no idea. Oh, wonderful! And I'll be able to tell you.
She's over the moon, bless her. Poor child. Should we let her explain though? We really need to carry on investigating the scene.
I, for one, simply have to know.
Yeah, let her explain. It's not like it's not like the game won't let me.
Have you ever considered, Runo, how our eyes see depth in the world around us?
Well, I just opened them and it works. Me too. That's what I was.
But the reason it works is because we have 2 eyes.
2 eyes. Shocking.
If you try closing just one eye at a time, I think you'll see straight away. What you see with your left eye and what you see with your right eye are ever so slightly different. You get a different view with each eye. Yes, the position of objects seems to shift slightly. Exactly, and in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges the 2 views into one. That's how we can see depth in everything we see.
I read it as a death. That's how we see depth. I read it as death. My brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me. But I don't want to turn the 3D mode in my TV. But I don't want to see 3D. I just want 2D.
Ah, I think I see. So the pair of photographs consist of a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that right?
Who thought this child neurology? She's an inventor, Griffin. She's a child genius.
Oh, well done, Susie. You are so quick. So if you can
this is not Iris. So if you can persuade your brain to merge the 2 pictures together in your head, you'd be able to see the depth in these the depth in these prints. Speaking of depth, Iris, remember your father.
Yes, Reno, you're beginning to understand.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that.
Yes, but as long as you have 2 images, 2 eyes, and 1 brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all.
You can, really? Do we have to just cross our eyes? Is that how it works?
Let's try it. Let's see if we can view this pair of prints without the help of the stereoscope. Oh yes, I'm dying to have a go.
The Sato-san really loves this kind of thing.
You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that?
Can you cross your eyes, chat? I don't know if the tracking's tracking my cross eye. Cross my eyes. I think I can.
Watch me and see if you can copy.
Oh god! I didn't know that cross-eyed Iris would be this. Would this be? I can't move on. Okay,
Make your eyes do this.
oh my god, is Sato gonna do it too?
Alright, let me try. Are you ready, Mr. Naruto?
Okay, oh god.
There, how's that? Wonderful, now it's your turn, Runo. The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time.
Everyone, let's cross our eyes at the same time. Not exactly an easy task when two people are staring at you cross-eyed.
Alright, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the prints. Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes. You should see two overlapping images like this. You try it now, Runo.
I'm just going to have to give it a try, I suppose. Are we gonna have to do it? I don't want to do this. Okay, I'm trying. Cross-eyed Iris is putting me in a crisis. Remember those holographic cards that kind of move? Yeah, when you angle them, it feels like that when she's talking about 3D. Ah, it makes sense, that makes sense. Hello, Waffle! We are now learning about cross-eyed things. I mean, we're learning about depth of perception.
Did the print split into two images for you? Now the next step. Is to put the pair of prints side by side like this, and then try crossing your eyes again. The prints should slowly merge together until
Bam!
they form a new single image in the center. Oh yes! Mr. Naruto, it works! I can see it in the middle now!
Oh, this art, no!
It looks so real! Oh, I could look at it all day!
I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt. Until we reveal a knife in the snowman's hand. I knew it, it's the snowman! This game is just as whack as I remember.
Your turn, Runo!
Can we see Runosuke? Can we see him cross-eyed, please? You already gave me Iris, and you already gave me Susato cross-eyed. Can we see him cross-eyed too?
Pretend you're looking through the two pictures and slowly cross your eyes. Keep adjusting the position of your eyes until the two images overlap exactly in the middle.
Like this, is it? No, we didn't see him!
There, you managed it! So now you know how stereoscopic images work.
Nym cross-eyed? I'll try. I don't think that the tracking tracked it. I don't know if it's possible. My tracking is not advanced enough to track cross-eyed Nym.
Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary. So what do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Runo?
They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly.
No, some people find it easier than others. But that's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky. Oh, I recognize that. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we?
We did, we looked at it.
If I remember correctly, you press this little knob here.
Or we can put it through the print. We can put the two photographs.
Then set the pair of photographs in this stand at the back and...
It's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now. Cross-eyed Nym is too powerful for this plane of existence. One day we will have cross-eyed Nym. One day! I will harness the power!
Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one in these folding contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently.
But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed pictures like you hate them.
But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case.
Stereoscopic print pictures, I've never heard of them until yesterday. We've certainly learned about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll ever actually need. The second white cat photograph has been entered into the court record. I feel like we'll need this in the trial. Okay. Should we check the desk once more? And see what else. The ledger that's open on the counter there really is enormous, isn't it? It must be an awful lot of work to keep track of all these hundreds of items in pawn.
Look at the good boy, chat! You see the good boy picture? Oh, he's so sad! He looks so sad!
He's an orphan now!
It's too much to think about. Better to sell it all and have a clear head if you ask me.
But clearly, Mr. Windyback was very careful when it came to the articles in his care. I wonder if... Can we move inside now? Oh, we can! We just had to do the whole cross-eyed thing. Cross-eyed conversation. Now we can move in. The body! No! One day there will be a comeback, or will cross-eyed Nym just manifest in a nightmare. You'll just see me in your dreams, Fido. Windy Bank store. Oh, it's open! They stole it! The thing in the chest! Oh! Dum bum bum! Poor Iris, she's clammed up completely.
Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Windyback's life was taken in this very room only last night.
We can leave the child outside. She doesn't have to come with us. Gregson, when did you arrive? Oh! Wait, Inspector! What's it now, sunshine? You took one look at me and tried to run away! You think a Scotland Yard inspector would run away from some jumped-up little defense lawyer, do ya? I've never seen her ladyship looking like that before. It's the thing. I didn't know what to say to her. So you weren't running away from me, you were running away from a 10-year-old.
I'm afraid this is all a little too much for young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector.
Or we leave the child outside? Why did we have to bring the child? Who said what? We can leave her outside. Huh? Oh. Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you? You know who else is dead? At least your father's not dead, your ladyship. At least your father's well and alive in Japan. Bro, where's Gregson's chin? He doesn't have one. It's all the fish and chips. I don't think that went very well. Why? Look, I'm in the middle of an investigation here, sunshine. No, I told you not to get under my feet.
And we have investigating to do ourselves.
Yes. I'd like to hear more about what the socially inept inspector has to say.
Poor Gregson. Oh, Hurley.
and inquire into how Mr. Shom's operation is going. Before we talk to him, I want to do some examination. Like this dead body. I mean, this body marked with blood. Look at this, Iris. This is what happens when people get murdered. Like your father. I feel so bad for Iris. Alright, I'm identifying as socially inept from now on. The police have marked the position of the body with a chalk line. Nymnoob. You know who else had this body outlined, Iris? Your father. I feel so bad for Iris. Why am I rubbing salt into her wounds?
Poor Mr. Winterbank. He was a nice old man.
Well, he was shot just once, through the heart. Most likely the fellow died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing. Was he shot through the heart? He looked like it was shot in the shoulder. Nym, you're a terrible hunter. I'm just a wine on. I am socially inept. This must be his blood then. Oh, let's spray it with the blood thing, Iris.
Ah! I don't like to ask at such a wretched time, Iris, but I wonder if perhaps... Don't worry, Susie. I'm ready for action.
Yeah, spray in front of Gregson. just casually tampering with it.
So now we know the color of the chemical turns when it reacts with Mr. Winterbank's blood. And it doesn't match our analysis of the bloodstain we found in the main shop.
No, but let's add the sample to the others we've already collected anyway. The blood samples portfolio has been updated in the court record. Yes, your brother was shot once on wine Nym, probably. Probably. Should we... Oh, why does this not have a check mark? I wonder why. Normally you would have a check mark if you've done it. Am I supposed to talk to the inspector first? Okay, maybe we'll do the talking first. Scene of the crime. So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here? Shaw, you got eyes, haven't you? Use them! It is what it looks like, nothing more, nothing less. Iris, could you lend me a hand?
So, Grexy, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Oh yes, your ladyship, do allow me to humbly explain. Last night, shortly at the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended to the scene. The one and only door to the storeroom was found locked from the inside. So it was locked from the inside.
The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officers doing?
Quite right, madam, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible.
Oh.
As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor. Thus-wise. Prostrate on the floor? What kind of... What a description! And next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile gutter child.
Are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend, you know, Inspector.
Miss Lestrade, the hapless girl, was cold on the floor, dead to the world. She's still alive, you know. Yes, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious. And I'm afraid to say she had the gun that was used in the hand.
No!
Very humble, Adore got the fish and chips treatment. Oh, presumably it's the gun that's still down there on the floor now. In your pocket, we found the key to the door as well.
What? The key to the storeroom? And you say the storeroom has been locked from the inside, Inspector?
Correct. All of which leaves her ladyship's friend in something of a sticky situation, I'm afraid. Obviously, my personal opinion is that it's all some sort of misunderstanding. Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is. Shelm's operation.
Yeah, what happened? Oh wait! Oh my God, chat! Is my stream okay? Is it buffering, chat? Wait, I wanna just... Is my stream okay? Because it says poor. Because it says the internet is poor. It says it's kind of fine now, is it? Okay, because it says that YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth buffering. So it stumbled a little bit. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. But it's fine now. Okay, that's good. That's good. I will keep going then.
Grexy, do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley alright? Is he?
Well, the thing is...
Don't mince your words, Inspector, please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is...
No, the operation's done and dusted. It's just that, well...
Out with it!
Yes, ma'am. They use something called a general anesthetic. It's the latest thing, renders the whole body insensitive.
The whole body anesthetized.
That's a word. That's a word tongue twister. Is that even possible?
It means the operation can be completed while the patient is fast asleep.
Goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we can just manage to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction.
It's all good. Oh, it seems like it's healthy now, so we're all good. We're all good now. Nice. Nice.
The trouble is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing if you follow my meaning. They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nod off, or so I hear. And now that the op's finished, they can't get him to wake up, apparently.
Oh my!
No one knows if it's the anesthetic still in his system or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch until he comes around again.
Hurley.
The moment he opens his eyes, your ladyship, I swear I shall get word to you.
Hello, Rhombus! What a surprise. Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes has to do things his way. Did they just put him in a coma? Oh no. Okay, let's... Oh, I didn't want to present this. Examine. Shall we examine the gun then?
This is the revolver. A real one. And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Windybank's life.
But Mr. Windybank said he would only put one bullet. Oh wait, but then the goons had their own bullet, so we don't know.
What's the matter, Susie? You and Runo look like you're about to faint. Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh.
And I've had issues with guns in the past. But anyway, we saw Mr. Windybank with us yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, he wanted to kill himself. Whoa, no, Mr. Windybank!
I shall have to take my own life.
It must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the door in the storeroom here, that was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand. Mr. Windybank told us that he only ever had a single bullet loaded in his revolver, didn't he? Well, it's empty now. The one and only bullet he had in his gun had been fired. So we can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from this revolver.
Shall we look in the chest?
Out of all the articles in the storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. Ah! What is it, Iris? That's the box file that my manuscript was being kept in. Oh! Iris' unpublished story, The Hound of Baskervilles. Surely that's not what all this... Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you.
Stream airing on my end. Oh, me too! Me too, Chad! It's poor again. I should still have internet though. Is it not work? Oh no. Oh no. But my brow, it should still work. I wonder why. Hold on, it might be OBS. Oops. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? We're back. We're back now, I think. Yeah. Yeah. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yay! We're back! Okay. Nice. We have returned. It's fine. It's fine now, chat. It's fine. A little bit of a hiccup, but what can you do? Is there anything else? I can examine these couple of bottles. Look at all these articles that have been deposited. The room is stuffed full of them. Hello, Kyo. At least it's smooth now. That's good. Hopefully it stays smooth. I don't want to jinx it or anything.
I can't believe how many there are. A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look!
Pieces of different people's lives quietly gathering dust in here together. There's something very peaceful about the atmosphere here. Or at least there would be if not for the chalk outline on the floor and the policemen shuffling around.
Not much I could do about that, sunshine.
I think that's it. Do we have to re-examine this again? It doesn't have a check mark. Iris?
Don't worry, I'm alright. But we must find the true culprit. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, now it's checked. Did we check that? We did check this already. And yeah, I think we're all... I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. That should be it, guys. That should be it, chat. I don't think there's anything else. We shall do you have... Nope. Should I present something to you, Gregson? No, I don't think there's anything to... I guess we just leave. We go back to... Let's try to go back to the main shop if there's anything that will trigger. But it might be time to visit Shomes. Man, I could go for some fish and chips right about now. Me too. Ooh, okay. So maybe let's go and check on Shomes in the hospital. Might be time. Might be time. Oh, no, it's not? It's not? Oh, well. I thought he was just sleeping. I thought he was just like sleeping. Did I miss something, I wonder? Okay, let's go... Baker Street? No, I don't think we need to examine anything here. Okay, let's go back to the storeroom. Maybe I missed something. Maybe we missed something. Examine. Examine. But I already got everything. What else am I supposed to look at? Like, this has to check. This has to check. This has everything. I don't think there's the bike. Everything is. Over here, and there's nothing. Okay. Windy Bank's main shop. Perhaps. Shomes is gone. He's just left. Just left and just gone. Can I request a gameplay of a new game? Unfortunately, I'm trying to finish up all my loose ends. I'm trying to finish up games that I've already started because I'm about to retire. I don't think I'll be starting any new games. Iris? You don't need to present any. Okay, maybe I'll examine stuff. Oh, but it has a check mark. Check mark. everything here has... Oh, have we? Yeah, we've examined this. We've already done the shelves. And the calendar. Calendar... Oh, maybe we should check it again. Green blood, it just seems wrong somehow.
Oh, there are all sorts of different colors. There are pretty pinks and purples too, you know. Like I said, everyone's blood is different.
I wonder what color my blood would turn out. Actually, I don't want to know. So that's done. This guy's done. That's done. Like, there's nothing else. No Days Before Christmas too, Sanch. Is there a second No Days Before Christmas? Do we have a second No Days Before Christmas game? Was there a second installment of that game that I couldn't finish Days Before Christmas? Well, there's nothing else. At least nothing I can... Yeah, there's nothing else. Maybe the key? Look at the key? No. No, that's nothing. Out of place. We got this, we got this, got this. The gramophone already. We already talked about this. There is nothing! It deserves a sequel if there is none. There is nothing! Well, nope, nope, nope. Maybe we can go back home? I guess not. Prison? Should we see Gina? Is there something we can talk to Gina about? Oh, here. Something triggered. Nice. Gina doesn't appear to be... Oh. Well, never mind. I believe she must be in questioning at the moment.
Oh, but wait a minute.
What is it, Iris?
Well, if you examine the scene here carefully, there's another possibility, isn't there? Judy could have slipped the key from the jailer when he was looking and escaped.
Oh my! Why would you do something like that? It would only make your situation worse.
Calm down, Runo. I was only joking, of course.
Oh. You had me worried there. I thought it was a great deduction.
Yes, it must be your way with words, Iris. You're so wonderfully... You're so wonderfully persuasive.
Perhaps you don't fully understand the weight of your words carry. Ooh, she got scolded.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. I suppose a light-hearted great detective is a contradiction in terms.
Well, in the same situation, I'm sure Mr. Sholmes would have just thrown his head back and guffawed. I don't know how to say that word.
I'm not entirely sure that's helpful, Mr. Naruhodo.
Well, anyway, looks like we won't be able to talk to Gina for a while. We should try to make progress with our investigation in the meantime. What am I supposed to do?
Come along then, Runo. Come along, Susie.
What am I supposed to... I'm done with the investigation. Get scolded, orphan. I'm done with the freaking investigation. Maybe a Baker Street? I mean... okay, fine. We finished this. Look. Oh, do I look at my own house? It's already been 2 months of me been taking lodgings here at above Mr. Sholmes' office. I still can't quite believe it. I never expected things would turn out like this.
When Hurley comes back home, let's have a big party.
That's a great idea. I'm sure it won't be long. Mr. Sholmes is very tough.
Yes.
Nothing. Go to the Baker Street to buy bakers. Baker Street is not where you buy bread. It's where you buy bakers. Okay, back to the storeroom. Maybe we missed something. Maybe I should present evidence to this guy. I don't know. Let's present some random evidence to you. Inspector, what do you make of this?
Ah, what we have here then. A redemption ticket for an article deposited here, is it?
Looks like someone ran out of the office stationery and wrote the ticket on whatever paper was trend.
Just as the ticket for McGillet's overcoat, the one that the little diver turned up with yesterday.
Oh, actually, no, it's not.
Really? Think you know better than me, do ya?
No, I didn't mean to,
Bruno's right, Brixie. It isn't the same ticket.
Well, of course it isn't, of course it isn't. I never doubted you, your ladyship. So what's all this about then? I might be so bold as to ask.
This is a second ticket.
A second one?
Seems that Mr. McGilded in fact had another article in storage here at Windybanks. Maybe we have to find the storage thing. What sausage roll that is them? No, you're buying a baker. You're not buying pastries. You're here to buy an actual baker.
Is that right?
I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, good, because he's ever so easy to talk to.
Ah, I did it! I knew what we had to do. We had to... Good thing I presented that. This ticket was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilded's overcoat.
Huh? You mean to tell me?
Yes, there was more than just the music disc, it seems.
I should have insisted on the lads taking it back to the yard and examining it properly.
Well, according to the details in this ticket, Mr. McGillard deposited another article here with Mr. Windybank.
Yes, I can see it written here. A small box, was it?
Do you have any idea where it is, Grexy? Any idea at all? It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilded. It could be another important clue.
Well, yes, I suppose could be. Please stop looking at me with those big turquoise eyes, all full of hope and expectation. Too much pressure. I'll lose my marbles. I will all go barking.
Look at him chomp down that fish and chips, chat. Look at him go. Look at him chomp down his endless fish and chips. He looks like a little bird. He looks like he's just pecking at it. There's no time for dog impressions, Inspector.
That's enough sauce from you, Sunshine. There is one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it?
Oh yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months. So the small box will no longer be in here then.
That's right. It's been forfeited.
Which means it could be on the shelves in front of the shop where the forfeited items are offered for sale.
Yes, the shelves in the front. We must search them at once.
You're wasting your time.
Oh,
there are dozens of little boxes out there, hundreds even. We can't possibly know which one might have been McGilded's. That information's not written in the ledger.
I would do the same if I had it.
well, I think we should at least have a look, just in case.
Of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure.
This is getting old. Well, we can. Why don't we go ahead and look at these shelves? I mean, let's just look. You don't know. You never know. Yes, this is where all the items that have been forfeited by their original owners are offered for sale.
That's right, they've all got little price labels on them, but there are so many.
I wonder if the small box this ticket was for is still on the shelves somewhere. The box that Mr. McGilded deposited here just over 2 months ago.
Even if it were, finding it promises to be very troublesome indeed. There are so many boxes, it could be any one of them.
Mr. Shom said that the pawnbroker's was the safest place to store anything, more secure than a bank's vault. So perhaps this small box of Mr. McGilded contains something of very great value.
Well, if that's the case, he'd probably have kept it locked.
So then we need to find every box with a lock and break them all open.
Hiya!
Why me?
That sort of misconduct would get you arrested. I won't let that happen.
Ah, this takes me back. It's been some time since Susato-san last threw me. Okay, so... I get... This looks like a very peculiar box. So what now? What now, guys? What now? What do you want me to do? What should we do now? Maybe we should look for the ledger here. Maybe it's in the book. Maybe it's in the book. Okay, they're just talking about the ledger. Damn. Okay, maybe not. What if okay, court record. Let's see. Pawnbroker's ticket. It just says one small box. But maybe, like, what is this mark? Is that not something important? Use the back of... Mr. Riddenback appears to have used the back of his photograph to write out a redemption ticket. It's written in it very neatly, but still, perhaps he ran out of paper, so he had to use anything he had. It's hard to know what's the front and what's the reverse side now. That's it. Oh, what if we look through the... I don't know. The stethoscope thing. The stereoscope. Nope. Okay, shall we move... What if I put, I don't know, present this to Iris? Perhaps, mayhaps. Come on, Iris. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Iris doesn't care! Okay. Okay, maybe I go Iris, please. Maybe. Could we roll into a corner and cry? I don't know what we're supposed to do. It has the redemption ticket has already been presented. Now what? What if we present the blood samples? No, he don't care either. We don't tend to share sunshine, not with the general public.
In that case, Gregsy, how about some herbal tea?
Okay, drink your tea, Gregsy. He doesn't care about that. So I guess that's not something we present. Okay, the the photograph, maybe? Nope, he doesn't care about that either. Okay, we'll skip. He's gonna drink some tea. We're just gonna overboard Inspector with tea. Drink as much tea as you want, Inspector. I still have more items in the court record I want you to look at. Maybe we should present this to Iris. This manuscript. Yeah, there's... Oh! No. Nope. Okay, we do...
Should we look at the shelves again?
Okay. Well, we look through that. Let's look through the shelves. Will it just play back the same dialogue? It does. Does it? Yeah, it does, I think. Okay, so we're just gonna do the same dialogue then. So I can't check. And I get thrown down on the floor twice! Joke's on you, Susato. Ryunosuke is into that. It's like one more time. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Hello, Yuki! Okay, what if I present to Iris her manuscript? There we go.
Oh, my manuscript.
Mr. Shom said he deposited it at Windybags and he had.
But it's so strange. What is it about this particular story? I worked so hard on it. Why would Hurley say I can't publish it?
I'm afraid I have no idea. All he can do is wait until he's ready to tell you, I suppose.
Oh, maybe. It's because Hurley isn't in it enough. Maybe I didn't give him enough good lines.
Yes, maybe. I wish I could say that definitely isn't the reason, but I can't. Well, it's nothing. It's nothing! Maybe I can go to the hospital now, you think? Because we done. Maybe we can go. No! Okay, we have to go. We have to go back. Somehow I've missed something. Somehow we've missed something, but we already talked about the second redemption ticket. And we've already presented this. Oh, did I present this to... Okay, yeah, that doesn't matter. I thought I would have to present it myself, but I guess... Maybe we're done with the inspector. Maybe... I guess we don't have to talk about anything anymore. Yeah, there's nothing to talk. I don't think I've presented everything to him. Oh, it must be in the main shop. We have to. There must be something we have to do in the main shop that I still don't know what we're doing. I want to be like Gregson to always have a cup of chips in hand. Me too. What if this torn paper on the floor that... Yeah, they won't even let me inspect it. Leave of spec. Can I inspect the good boy? We've inspected this. Maybe the... No, not... It's not investigatable. 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 They're all just gonna be the same, I think. Okay, they talked about this already. And it's the same... It's all the same dialogue, so I don't see how... What else I could be missing. I think I want... They want to invest in a bull. I don't know what to do anymore. Everything is investigatable. Investigable. Everything I've clicked, I have. This is This is what I hate in Ace Attorney games. Is when I don't know what to do anymore. The game has not given me enough. Maybe what else can I present to you, Iris? The blood samples. The way you can identify differences in people's blood like this is amazing. You really are a genius, Iris.
I know, I am. If Hurley and I put our minds to it, we could really shake up Britain's chemists and alchemists. And you could shake up Japan's lawyers and judges, couldn't you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, for sure, even if I didn't intend to. Well... Oh, did we not examine this already? We did already, huh? I can autoplay.
Okay, it's slower. Autoplay is slower than clicking A multiple times. Small box 2 days now. Could that have anything to do with all this? Yeah, but where is the freaking small box? Should we look at the... I can't find anything out of place. Well, I guess we can. Iris Wilson. Ah, nothing out of place. Wait, let's look at the signatures. Are the signatures the same? Oh, it's the same. Yeah, the signatures are the same. Did we investigate the red blood? We didn't! Did we?
Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here.
I have noticed.
The red smear, you mean?
Yes, it looks like blood, doesn't it?
I wonder if Susato-san had picked up on that.
Well, in that case...
Yes, we need Iris.
Oh, I should have clicked the bloody fingerprint first before I gave this to Iris. Okay, no wonder. Okay, we can give this to Iris now. I finally figured it out, chat. I figured out what we need to do. Iris, spray your thing. Do your thing. Spray your gun.
Oh, that looks like blood.
I would say it's from a gloved finger. Almost certainly a glove made of leather.
Well, don't worry, Bruno. You can leave the rest to me.
What's the color? What's the color?
Pink!
Iris, spray your thing. Nym 2024. None of them matched so far. It's all different colors. Look at that. Oh, it's actually purple. It's not pink.
Yes, that's a color we haven't seen before, isn't it? We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Although, it would be nice to find out whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point.
Well, this particular stain of blood...
Oh, you've had an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is?
I don't know whose blood this is! Wait, but if it was a redemption ticket, could it be McGilded's? He does wear gloves. Not from the color return, but with a little deduction.
That's right. I think it's clear. Iris, you know as well. You first, Bruno. Who do you think it belongs to?
It's McGilded, right? He's the one who deposited, right? Right? Either that or Strice fired Mason, but I think he's the one who wears gloves.
Mr. McGilded?
Yes, after all, this redemption ticket belonged to him.
Oh, you don't think you mean that during the incident on the omnibus?
Yes, I expect so. It's a very clear print and no small amount of blood. So it must have been resulted from a fairly serious accident such as he might have sustained on the omnibus. Maybe he touched the body.
Wait, but if I remember rightly, no sign of injury was found on Mr. McGilded at all.
Oh.
We're trying to work out who the blood came from, so we can rule out anyone who hadn't been bleeding straight away.
Oh, it's okay. I thought that maybe McGilded killed the guy and thus had glove on his blood. I guess we can't. Okay. It's not, chat. It's thrice fried Mason. I mean fired. Thrice fired Mason. Thrice fired Mason. Does that mean he got fired thrice? Thrice fired Mason? You don't sound very sure.
You don't sound very sure of yourself the way you trailed off there.
Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. And of course, I never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He was definitely thrice fried rice. Yeah.
The victim of the omnibus case. Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice Fried Mason. But that would mean that this blood stain was left on the ticket 2 months ago.
Yes, and I think it was Gina brought this ticket here to Windy Banks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the blood stain was already on it at that time.
So it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago. Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night. See, I told you it could have been McGilded. What if he touched someone?
Oh, we said whose blood it belongs to. No, I just realized I was confused, chat. I was confused. I was thinking of answering the question whose fingerprint it was. That's why I gave McGilded. Because my impression was that he held the body in some way and got blood on him. But it's whose blood, so obviously it's the guy that died, which makes sense. Okay, yeah. I get how I flubbed up. I understand my flub.
Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about my gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand.
It certainly does look like a leather glove thumbprint. How can you tell? There's a print. Could have been anything, this mark. But we know that Mr. McGillard had no injuries at the time anywhere on his body, from which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belongs to the victim, Mr. Mason.
Mr. Naruhodo, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes.
Minus the Kirky slip-ups, I hope.
Yes, I think you're right, Uno.
Twice flop Nym. that knee, twice flop Nym.
Very well, let's make a note of this.
Okay. I like how it's been identified as if it's been fact. I like how we're putting it that this blood is Mr. Mason's as fact and not just mere conjecture, because everything this is just mere conjecture. Okay, so can we go now? Can we leave? Finally, we can leave. Oh my god. Dong, dong, dong.
Ah! I nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Midneyback set such a wicked trap?
I doubt he set out to scare anyone. Dong, dong.
Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon.
Oh.
Her trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you will be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind.
Okay, I guess we're going to jail.
Don't you remember, Runo? He told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be her lawyer.
Lawyer. Really? Did I say that? It's his ghost we never left Luigi's mansion.
Yes, you did. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching. In that case, we had better hurry back to the prison and talk to Gina again.
Shall we, chat? We shall. We shall go back to jail. To jail, the lot of you. When are we gonna see Sholmes? Because I'm really worried about him now.
Ah, Gina, good, you're back.
Oh god, I have to read Gina's lines. I remember how much of a struggle this was.
The police must have finished questioning her then. Oh, how was it, Ginny? Was it awful? Did bother me.
Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant that we were able to investigate at Windy Banks.
Oh, right. Don't you want to know how we go on? We've been ever so busy. What's the point in asking? Won't change what everyone's saying that I did it. That's not...
Gina, we came to ask you for your final decision.
And what decision?
About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not? I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Naruhodo to represent you.
Right, I see.
She's really lost her fight all of a sudden. But I know what that feels like. The worry is just so hard to bear. Let's talk to Gina and convince her with my Charisma and charm.
Oh, alright then. Blimey, give it a rest with the Mice, Iris. So come on then, fill us in. Who done it?
Unfortunately, we don't know that yet.
You don't say. You don't know yet, Gina.
But what Mr. Naruhodo and all of us know that you are innocent of this crime. And while we haven't yet managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts we have managed to establish.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, for example, the reason for you being there in the first place. I think I know why you broke into Windy Banks that night. Looks like I'm going to have to take some evidence that clearly reveals the reason. And thrust it in Gina's face. We've been thrusting a lot of things in people's faces this year. Or I could present it to her calmly, I suppose. I can. Court record. We have the manuscript. Oh, I can't present it? Maybe we should... Okay, let's talk about representation then. We already have the representation papers and other documents we need. We have been thrusting a lot of things in people's faces. I mean, we did it with Gregson, and now we have to do this to Gina. All we have to do is hand them the court clerk. That is, if you'll allow me to represent you in court tomorrow.
Nah, don't bother. Ginny.
Rip it up and chuck 'em, would ya? The representation papers or whatever they're called.
This cell ain't fancy enough to have a bin.
So what will you do in court tomorrow?
I'll be fine on my own. I don't think you will be.
Look, it don't matter.
Nothing's gonna happen is gonna happen.
There's one stubborn pickpocket. Okay, we have... Shall we... Can I not just present? Oh, there's no presenting then. Again, I guess I have to talk to her and thrust it in her face mid conversation. Can I do it now? We can't? There are not many facts. Yeah, like what? Example, the reason you mean it. Can we do it now? Can we? No? Okay. Let me at him. What? I just want to show... Come on. Okay, percent. Why can't I can't present. Oh, I have to click the percent. That's why. That's why. There's actually another button for it. It's rude to thrust things in people's faces mid-conversation. Okay, you're right. We have to end the conversation. We found this in Mr. Windybank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris's latest story.
Oh, right. Well, that's good then.
Curiously, the storeroom at Windybanks showed no sign of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception, the box file that housed this manuscript. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing the manuscript last night?
Huh?
You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it? Why don't you tell us what happened, please? I like it when you prove something to someone in these Ace Attorney games and it's like you've hit them with physical objects. They're like physically hurt about it.
Alright, yeah. This Baskerville story, it's the latest Sholmes adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figured it's gotta be worth a few pieces of silver, right?
Oh yes, at least 5,000 pounds.
What?
So you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you?
No, Ginny, how could you?
What? Wait, no, hang on. Of course I wasn't gonna sell it. All I wanted to do was find out if the manuscript or whatever you call it was there or not. That's the only reason I was in the first place.
It's she, you know, Gina. Whenever I do Gina's dialogue, it ends up either sounding like Mr. McGilded or just gibberish. You know, kiss a thruster after all. That's true.
For Iris's sake, isn't that right? Ah! We knew why you'd done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did. But I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Ginny. I just knew it. Well, when I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you said the night before. Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars. Barefaced liars, lots of them. You just ain't realized it yet.
Don't call him thruster.
I'm telling you, the manuscript ain't at Windybanks. You'd soon see if you had a look.
If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Oh, Ginny, that was so sweet of you.
Alright. I'll tell you why I did it. Stop looking at me like that, Iris. Reason for breaking in. It weren't because of Iris, that's not why I did it. I just wanted to know the truth, that's all. We wanted to know if Mr. Jones was being honest, if he'd really deposited the manuscript at Windybanks. It's like I told you the night before. I never had a father. Iris' lot ain't like mine. She got her dad, only she can't see him.
Well, yes, she can't see him.
She'll never be able to see him anymore. I reckon it's gotta be harder. That's why she writes her stories. They're about her dad, really. That's what it sounded like to me, anyway. Last night when I was listening to what you were saying, stories about Daddy. Oh, stories about Daddy.
It's Iris. It's not Gina. He went to get milk and never came back.
You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective, so much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner? Well, that's how I see it, yeah.
Stories about Daddy.
You're so thoughtful and so kind, Ginny.
Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I hate all this chummy nonsense here. I hate it. I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work. 'Cause if you don't trust no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, Scrapper. She's not fooling anyone with all that tsundere nonsense. I watch anime, Ginny. I'm from the land of Japan. You're not fooling me with your tsundere acts. Gina do be quite cute up close. She's adorable. I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable. Right there on both sleeves of that overcoat. Oh yeah, there's some coffee stains. Or dirt. I don't know. Or some very suspicious red stains. What? Why you look at me like that? I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings in that area to Gina now. Maybe we should present the blood samples. Those stains on the sleeve of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet. What? Blood? Mr. Naruhodo? You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So could it be blood that splattered from Mr. Windybanks when he was shot last night?
Let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get the results much faster than anything else. Take it easy, Iris. Fire! Don't move, Jenny. I'm going to shoot. Shoot her! Yeah!
It's time, Iris. Iris was like, yeah, we're gonna shoot her. Oh, it's all over the coat. It's all over. This coat is thrice-fired Mason's blood. It's thrice-fried Mason. He owns this coat.
Oh my! What the?
Forget the sleeves. The whole coat is covered in blood. Of course. The black color of the fabric was masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them until now. Ew, she's wearing dead man's coat. Oh, can you just imagine you're just wearing this coat? It's like, oh my god, it's a dead man's coat. You basically just ripped it off a corpse. Thrice blood Mason, that's what it is. Oh, she's wearing dead person's clothes. Not just dead, murdered person's clothes. And it hasn't been washed, Chad. It hasn't been washed. It hasn't been washed.
And the blood has reacted with the chemicals to turn a purple color, which matches one of the samples you've already collected perfectly. Yes, now let's see. Who had the purple blood? Aha, yes, it was the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago. I knew it. What are you all on about? Victim? What do you mean?
It's Mr. Mason's coat.
It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved.
The truth about who... Oh, wait. Or it was McGilded? The blood splattered on him? Yeah, it's McGilded who killed it. Who killed the guy. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed.
Oi, would someone explain what's going on? Stop telling half a story!
Purple does look good on her. But still, it's like, it's old blood too. Ooh. It's 2 months. It's 2 months of blood. Like 2 months of blood that's been on that coat. No, like, wouldn't that smell bad? Like, at least smell like iron, right? We can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilded's overcoat. How do you know that's not? Oh wait, because he has a coat. Because thrice-fired Mason was wearing a coat, right? So maybe this is Mr. McGilded's coat. But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this in his testimony. That he wasn't wearing a coat.
Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fellow bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand.
But if you look at this overcoat now, it's clear. These stains couldn't have arisen from Miss McGilded trying to pull the victim to his feet. He stabbed him. No, if that's what had really happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat. The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over McGilded's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. And that's why he died. I've tried to run from the truth for long enough, but there's no escaping it now. We defended the murderer! The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Magnus McGilded. Mr. Naruhodo, that horrible case is solved at last, and I helped the man walk free from that trial. I used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence. Welcome to the justice system, Ryunosuke. Now you understand. How could I have let that happen? You haven't even heard about bribes yet.
Bruno, do you believe him though? Did you believe Mr. McGillett was innocent?
I believed. Or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court
is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon.
A weapon?
We got Magnus McFolded. We were fooled. We were played right in his bloody gloved palms. Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson. Ah yes, the dead friend.
You mean Kazuma-sama?
No, Kazuma! Listen, Rinosuke. We lawyers are only human. We can't know for sure what is the truth and what is a lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our clients. That's all we really have. Unwavering belief? Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their case. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. My boyfriend, chat, is right here. So I believe you unwaveringly. He was too good for us, chat. That's true. What's funny, Gina? Cool. Sounds like this Empire of Japan you come from. Everyone must be soft. Well, come on. Look at the mess it's got you into. Believe in that bog trotter. Yes, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free.
Well, at least you've learned your lesson now, huh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end. As soon as you let down your guard, you've had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one, get hurt by no one.
Gina, may I ask you something?
What?
I'd just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial?
How many times do I have to say it? Rip him up and chuck him away.
Are you really sure that's what you want?
I bet that's what he wants and all now.
Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there. And then I saw her face. Bum, bum, bum. Now I'm a believer. Dun, 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 dun.
Don't forget it was me in the trial 2 months ago. I led everyone up the garden path, didn't I? And you're telling me you'll believe in me and after that? Not likely.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, a lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. I trust. What if I said I can't trust her, chat? Game over. Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial.
Huh? Are you half-baked?
Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth.
Seriously? Oh,
Mr. Naruhodo? Mr. Naruhodo? With all them difficult names from the land of the Japan. Can I just call you Nick? Didn't you hear a word? Didn't you hear all what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just tripped me off the tongue, and I'm a diver. Don't forget. I just pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you into all sorts of trouble. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. Gina became Floridian. Now, Mr. Naruhodo.
Gina.
I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others, but I assure you, there is more to this life than you yet realize.
What you mean?
The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down.
Huh?
It's true that I'm just a student of law and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I am completely on your side. You can trust me, Gina. I'm gonna get you a not guilty verdict because I am the MC of a lawyer game. And the MC always wins.
What do you expect me to say to that?
Oh no, don't wipe your face with the blood! Don't wipe your face with the sleeve with the 2-month-old blood, Gina!
Then it's decided. I will take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. Do what you like. You Eastern lot are... I don't know what you are. I don't get ya.
Gina flustered by the justice Riz. Let's go! The germs, Gina! Let's protect her. Gina's taking herself off to the back of her cell. She never admitted, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out alright in the end, I think.
Whoever's hiding there, show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice.
Mrs. Sato?
Somebody's there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before.
What? Who is it? Blimey, you're sharp, eh? I don't know who this is. Gregson!
Suppose you were using one of those mystic Japanese arts, like the art of stealth I've heard so much about.
If anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector.
Grexy!
Oh dear me, I'm most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you.
How long have you been listening in on our conversation?
Good grief, listening in? No. I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave even though it was after hours. I assure you, your ladyship only just arrived this very minute, not a moment earlier.
That's all it is. Nothing untoward, nothing at all. After hours? Is it that late already?
So then I humbly excuse myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, all the best, bye.
That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship.
Oh, but I wanted to have a chat.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute.
Oh, I see. That's a shame.
If I don't get an emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with, sharpest Lord Strongheart will...
Emergency?
Lord Strongheart? Our other husband? Gregson, our other husband?
Nothing, forget I said anything. Anyway, I'm off.
I think Sholmes is our other husband. Kazuma is #1 first husband. Sholmes is second husband. Gregson can be the third husband.
Alright, Grexy, if you have to, but let's chat soon.
Delighted, charmed, can't wait, if you please, my pleasure.
That's a lot of pleasantries, and not one of them sounded sincere.
Grexy's so funny, he says such silly things.
It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency is at the Supreme Court. Gregson isn't gonna turn evil later on, right? Right? No, Gregson is a real one. He's pure. FBI! Oh no! I marry him only to get my hands on those infinite fish and chips. But will he share, though, Final? He doesn't seem like a type to share. I must attend. Oh, wait, we forgot about... You're right, we forgot about the prosecutor, Van Zykes. Yes, he's third husbando. I forgot. Sholmes is second husbando. He's third husbando. Gregson is fourth husbando.
I must attend to the court clerk's office now before he closes.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Mrs. Sato. And goodbye. Goodbye.
Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later.
Forget that she's leaving tomorrow. Who's gonna be my assistant? So our investigation came to an end. Sato-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. That just might be nerves. Tomorrow Sato-san would be leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan. Ah, he will miss her. She will be missed. It sounds like she's dying. She will be missed.
Naruhodo-san,
It's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted. What about you, Susato-san? Today has been even more tiring for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sholmes was shot before our eyes. Gina was arrested. All on the back of the news that her father has fallen ill and that she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon.
thank you for your kind words.
I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them. I know exactly what you mean. Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow. One final task? What do you mean one final? Okay, going back to Japan. That's a lot of points of conversation here.
It's just 2 months since we arrived in London, but we managed to establish this office. It was finally feeling as though we were settling in.
I would be lying if I said I felt no regret. I'm sorry, Susato-san.
It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts.
I know we've only been here a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel I've learned something.
And what would that be?
It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities.
Facets?
And like a jewel, the light plays off them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we only see a small number of the total facets, and what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on, for as long as we live.
That's so true.
Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much, but I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear. That all facets will be illuminated and I'll finally understand how everything fits together.
Naruhodo-san.
I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark. Inosuke ate a poet when we weren't looking. I'm like, where did this come from? Why is he speaking in metaphors now?
It's amazing to think it's been just 2 months. You've grown so much.
Sorry, I've what?
Oh no, it was nothing. Unimportant.
No matter what you say, Susato-san, I already have a husband. I have 4, in fact, so you cannot rizz me up. Do you know what time you will leave London in the morning?
Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m.
I see. Well, I'll escort you to the station.
Absolutely not.
Sorry? Well, I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow. Gina's trial. Yes, I know, but every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you will find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try. You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What do you mean?
Oh my, I nearly forgot.
Please, I want you to have this. What is that? Some huge bundle of documents. Oh, it's the book she's always carrying.
It's my notes from the case 2 months ago.
The murder that was committed on the omnibus. The McGilded case.
It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windybank's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with that omnibus case, in ways that you are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you. With everything else she had to think about, Sato-san still managed to do this, and all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting. It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case tomorrow for Gina. Thank you so much, Sato-san. I will do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world. Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say...
Oh, what's happening?
that I've been a complete failure. Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said there. Oh, ignore me. I was just mumbling to myself.
What does she mean by that, chat? What does she mean? She's gonna come back. She's gonna decide. I'm not going to Japan. I'm coming back because I've been a failure and I want to finish it to the end. Also, I probably should have drank water.
Okay. Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruhodo-san. I must finish packing up my things in my room. Susato-san, I wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night.
Wait, there's something I need to say. Hiya! Wait. What was that?
A secret technique of mine, the Susato shutdown.
Shutdown? Well, get thrown, Bozo!
Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears.
Oh no! No, I already have 4 husbands, Susato. I have 4. You're the 5th on that list. You have to get through 4. You thought you would get a cute GF, but it was me, Kazuma, your handsome VF. No! Susato more like Susatro, but Susato-san. I like how he's still lying there on the floor. Ah, what a bittersweet goodbye. Even though we didn't really say goodbye. It truly had been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted. And yet, the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes. And as a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind. Cacophony of scenes! Eventually, my fatigue triumphed and I fell into a deep sleep. And I dreamt of my first husband, Kazuma. And then my second husband, Sholmes. And then my third husband, Lord Van Zykes. And then Gregson. He's just there. The small hours at St. Sinner's Hospital. Oh, right! Is he awake? What happened to Sholmes? Yes, I quite understand. That is a great weight off my mind. What's happening? Who's saying this? Is he alive? Is he? Yeah! Oh, wait. He's doing some sketchy business here. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place exactly as we have discussed.
Thank you so much. It has been an honor and pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mrs. Sholmes.
On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. I bid you farewell and Godspeed.
Oh!
My dear madam,
When did she have time to visit the freaking hospital? Not Glyne, serious Shrooms is kind of hot. True. When did she have time to freaking visit the hospital, write the whole notes, and then she still has to go, like, she has to do stuff in the morning? Girl, NTR. We've been NTR'd by my snot with my second boyfriend, chat. Susato just really with my second husband, with second husbando shows. The first husbando Kazuma doesn't even count anymore because he's dead. So she's essentially cheated on me with my number one. Essentially. Can't believe this. So it's the trial now, but unfortunately I spent 2 hours on just investigation. So I think I shall put the trial to the next stream on Wednesday. So Wednesday will be the trial. I don't know how long. I think I'm only gonna be able to finish the first part of the trial because I mean it takes me apparently 2 hours to just finish one part. Thanks for the streamies. Thank you guys. I want to stream longer, but I do have work tomorrow. It's a weekday. Darn. And this weekend I can't stream cause burritos. It's of my dog. My dog Burrito. It's his birthday. It's his birthday weekend. And we're going for a nice birthday weekend trip. So I don't think I can stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wednesday will be my last stream for the week. Thank you for streaming and thank you for being here. I'll be here Wednesday again for continuation. We wanna at least get to the trial, right? Happy birthday, Burrito! He's gonna be so happy. I have to bake a cake. I think I took on too much. Honestly, maybe I should have just bought a cake. But I was like, no, I'm gonna bake a cake. My dog is turning 11 years old. He's a grandpa. I'm gonna bake a cake because it's what he deserves. So I still have to bake a cake on the birthday. The final trials for AA games are honestly pretty long. It's so long. The investigation part just took forever. And it's only investigation too. Can dogs even eat cake? He's having an all meat cake, so it's mostly meat. It's not really. They can use like oat flour or some wholemeal flour. You can use flour to make cake, but the one that I'm gonna make for burritos is gonna be mostly meat. It's a meat cake. It's an all meat cake. It's a pie, surely. No, it's a cake. It's gonna look like a cake. It's gonna be shaped like a cake, but it's just meat. And then the frosting will be a yogurt frosting because they can have yogurt. Burritos loves yogurt. He loves Greek yogurt. I give him Greek yogurt. So we're gonna have a yogurt frosting and blueberries and coconut because he loves blueberries and coconut. Yeah, meat cake. Mostly beef. Also, I think I'll put some pumpkin. I'll put some squash in there. There's a bakery nearby that has dog-friendly cakes. Yeah. I was thinking of like buying dog-friendly cakes, but I was like, my dog is turning 11. He's getting really old. You only have like limited time with him. Might as well put in all the effort. But if I were Burritos, he cares if I made it myself or bought it. I feel like Burrito don't even care. Food is food for him. Give him a big birthday smooch. Yes, big smooch. So, Wednesday investigation. Next week streams I'll try to stream a lot next week because that is the last week. But we have to have a latte art stream. I have to do latte art stream. I promise. Latte art stream, and then the finale stream, and then I'm going to I'll place in Discord a portion where you guys can have we can have a Q&A before on last day Q&A. The latte art to end all latte arts. Last latte art stream. I do have to test the camera because I also think my coffee machine is like way more shiny now because it's you. I have to check for like reflections and all, but maybe I'll put a towel over it. Latte art by the late Nimly. You make it sound like I'm dying. Last stream will be Saturday, right? Yes, Saturday night probably. Same usual stream time on Saturday. I might see. I feel like I want to stream in the morning though. I want to do like a morning stream as well on Saturday. One in the morning and one at night. So at least that's what I want to do. I want to at least do like maybe a morning stream, last gaming stream. Oh yeah, we have to do a community game. We're gonna have to do it next week. Community game, latte art, and a final stream. That's the lineup. I don't think I can finish Ace Attorney. Judging by how the progress I am making, and we're just in trial part 1, I don't think I can finish Ace Attorney. How long is the trial? Hold on. Unspeakable. What's the name of this case? Great Ace Attorney. Unspeakable. Adventures of the Unspeakable Story. Oh, there's trial part 1. And then let's see what the parts are. So there's investigation 1, 2, 3, 4. There's trial 1 and 2. Then you get a recess, and then ladder session 1 and 2, and then it's the aftermath and epilogue. I see. What is this accolades? Okay, so yeah. So there's 2. The trial is 2. Part 1, part 2, recess, and then the second session, part 1, part 2, and then aftermath. Maybe we can finish it? Nym leaves one more game unfinished. It's been a year. We've been playing this game for a year. That is true. I love the Ace Attorney games, but gosh damn, are they long to stream. Only because I look at all the dialogue you have to get through. When I play the games, it doesn't even take me. It's so short when I play it silently. Because you know how you skip through dialogue sometimes. But here, it's like everything is being read, which is what I like. I don't think I prefer it that way. Just as Nively fashion, we leaving things unfinished. Nym's a dialogue skipper. Gas. I mean, you know what? When you read, you kind of browse through the dialogue. Like you don't. When you read something, you don't read it word for word. You get the general gist. And you can just like next, right? There are certain dialogues where you can just get the general gist, and you don't have to carefully read each word, and you can just like press A a lot. Can't wait for the surprise Ace Attorney stream in 2 years. We're coming out with a Miles Edgeworth investigation. I know they're coming out with it. I think it might be out. Not sure. They have the investigations games that's coming out on Switch too. I wonder if they'll make another Ace Attorney game. Because so far they haven't had a new title. Because Great Ace Attorney, this game is old. Essentially, in Japan, it's an old game. It's not something new. I wonder if they'll make a new addition to the series for the Switch. Because I feel like, right? Because Great Ace Attorney it's an old. It's just been translated new. It's newly translated. It's newly released for global, but in Japan, just like how Miles Edgeworth Investigations is just newly released globally, but it's been there for a while. Decades later, the channel springs to life and Granny Nym finishes the game. I'm a time traveler. I can come back in time anytime and point in time. Decades late, maybe I'll stream years before you were born. How about that? Okay, I should have hydrated more during that stream. Now I feel dehydrated. Nym sneeze becomes a new Nym. I feel like
my grandma Lee, my actual grandma, should start streaming because she loves playing. My grandma is a gamer. She's more gamer than me because Grandma Lee sleeps at 3 a.m. I sleep this time. This is my bedtime because I have to go to work. Grandma Lee sleeps 3 a.m. to play games. She's the true streamer. Damn, my grandma could have been a streamer if you just knew how. She's the OG gamer. Lola Lee Gaming, let's go. My grandma plays like old games. She has a PS1. She plays PS1 games. It used to be my grandma would play with the cartridges. I don't know if it's I'm not sure if it's I don't think it's the Famicom. It could be the Famicom. But the one with the cartridges. It might be Famicom. It might be the NES. Yeah, the Family Computer NES. That's what she used to play with. And then we gave her our old PS1. So now she plays games on the PlayStation 1. So my grandma has graduated from cartridge to CD. She's now playing with CDs. But she has not tried the PS2 yet. Last I know, PS1 old calls PS1 old. Ow, it hurts. she's graduated from cartridges to CDs, but she hasn't tried the PlayStation 2 games yet, I think. I wonder how my grandma would react to playing like the really modern games, because all the games my grandma has played have been a bit like old games. Like our favorite, I think one of her favorites, like Mario, like the old Mario games. And can Grandma Lee take over the channel? I don't know. I feel like Grandma would dox me though. I feel like Grandma would. I wonder what she plays now. I should ask her. What kinds of games are you playing now, Grandmama? Granny Lee to play Alien Isolation. Are you trying to give her a heart attack, chat? We cannot let her play any jump scare game or any game with horror game, basically. We're not trying to kill my grandma. We're not trying to kill her. Does she play Metal Slug? She could be. I know she plays like Adventure Island, the guy with the skateboard, and then you collect fruits. You guys know that game? It's old. Adventure Island? Did you guys know that game? Yeah, the guy in the It's not in the skateboard. He's just a guy. He's just a guy. Never mind. He's just a guy that walks, and then he collects like stuff. Adventure Island. That guy. That game. She likes that game. I think she will enjoy Metal Gear. I think so too. She likes Circus Charlie. I actually played Circus Charlie on her console. I remember going to her house was so fun because I'm like, Grandma, can I play Circus Charlie? Grandma, can I play Circus Charlie, please? Just a dude who likes walking. I think he just walks, actually. I don't know why in my memory he had a skateboard. Did he have a skateboard? He did have a skateboard, Chad. He had a skateboard. There was a level in the game where he had a skateboard. I knew it. I knew the skateboard wasn't just a fever dream, and he actually did have a skateboard. Get the lie on them. I remember. Good day. Good times. Good times. Good memories. The game was canonically set in the Philippines. What? Is Adventure Island man? He's Filipino? I can't believe it. Proud to be Pinoy. I've never been prouder to be Pinoy than learning that Adventure Island man is Filipino. Time, all rise for the national anthem. Okay, chat. I think this is where we part ways for now. I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll see you guys on Wednesday when we continue trial part 1. Hopefully, okay, my target is hopefully, I don't know, it's usually really long, but hopefully I can play the trial part until the recess. And maybe after after the second recess, we can finish it in one go. Maybe. I don't know. Let's try. See you next time, Sweet Nym. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next time. We'll miss. Wait, don't say we'll miss you yet. It's not yet time.
It's not a time chat. We're still a week. We're still. Nym, everyone. Nym. I will see you soon. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I hope you guys have a great day, night ahead. And yeah, good luck. Good luck in your work. Good luck in your studies. Good luck in whatever. We'll see each other soon. Bye-bye. Tschüss. Nym. It'll be hilarious if Nym says, see you next stream on graduation. Oh my god. This is gonna change.
この番
It's
組は
not see you next stream on the next
ご覧
one.
のスポンサーの提供でお送りします
It's not see you next stream on the last stream. I have to change the ending.